Hey Neha, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing very well.
And looking bright and festive
Yes,
with
absolutely.
With the Christmas tree in the background.
Yes. And red is my favorite color as well. So,
Oh, and I think that's reflecting on your smile and on your face as well. Okay, so Neha, we have about 35 minutes today. And I did mention to you that I will be recording this interaction. I hope you are comfortable with that.
absolutely.
Okay, so this will be used for my for the purpose of my ICF application for the PCC credential. In case I decide to share it somewhere else, I find it appropriate. I will not do it without taking your exclusive permission.
Okay, that sounds absolutely fine.
What will make this time most meaningful for you?
So, Saravjot, I've really been using my December reflecting on my relationships. And as I was thinking of them, I realized some of them are a little clogged up. And what I mean by that is there is unsaid tension. There is a bit of stiffness whenever I speak or meet that person. And this probably needs clearing of some air between the two of us. And when I say two of us, it means maybe a handful, maybe three, four people I need to clear the air with. And while I'm aware of this, there's something that just holds me back to just go and have this difficult conversation or clearing of the air, maybe. So that's really what's coming up for me uh, for our conversation today.
Yeah, thank you for trusting the space to share this very personal dilemma. How do you feel when you talk about it?
So my throat went a little dry. And when I used the word clogged, I actually felt it inside. So a sense of heaviness, maybe, that I'm carrying as I'm sharing this with you.
I heard you say that, you sense this unsaid tension and with a handful of people maybe, and you do have this feeling that, there is some clearing of the air which needs to happen. What does this phrase, clearing up the air, mean for you?
Addressing the addressing that stiffness or that clogginess in that relationship via a dialogue. also means not not putting it aside and trying to normalize when deep down I know we need to have this conversation. So that's what it means for me. I think it's about having that dialogue and just clearing things out and hearing the other side's perspective as well.
Being able to have the dialogue, hearing the other person's perspective as well. What changes when this dialogue happens?
For me, it means just normalizing things with that person, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship or relative, whatever relationship I share with that person. For me, it's normalizing and allowing both of us to show up as who we are. And that stiffness in the air, it's just melting away. That's what will change. And even after the interaction, because that stiffness is so uncomfortable, I tend to carry it with me as well. So I carry it home, and then, like a broken record, I keep going on and on. Okay, this interaction was not how we normally interact. Why did the person not say this? Or why did the person say this? So, which kind of contributes to that heaviness that I was talking about.
I noticed some shifts in your body language, and please allow me to play them back to you. The moment you spoke about being able to have the dialogue and you described the stiffness in the air melting away, you smiled. But as you moved into describing that, how you would, if it doesn't happen, you would carry it back, feel like a broken record, that smile disappeared, and there was this frown and a bit of a stress on your face. What's happening?
There's this nervous energy I'm feeling when I talk about clearing the air and having that dialogue. I don't understand. I mean, it's not that I've not had dialogues to clear air in the past, but somehow as I share it, and maybe it's to do with it's a couple of people, it's not one person, and I'm feeling that clogginess with a couple of relationships as I reflect at the end of the year, just making me a little nervous. So, so I want to do it, and at the same time, I think feeling a little nervous as well.
You want to do it, but you're feeling a little nervous about it. For the remaining time that we have, we've been talking for about almost 10 minutes now, Neha. What is it that you would want to take away when we finish this conversation today?
So I think two things will be really useful. One is to understand this nervousness. And the second, if I can just identify one small step, it could be anything, um, just a small step to make me more ready for this conversation or conversations that I need to have.
What I'm hearing you say is that you would want to understand this nervousness and maybe be able to identify at least one small step which will make you ready for these conversations. And when you're able to achieve this outcome, what becomes possible for you?
There is a sense of repair and resolve. Because somewhere, I don't know whether it's the time of the year or end of the year, I just want to start my new year very fresh with everybody. Like, start it on a clean slate, if not positive. Ideally, it should be positive, but if not positive, at least just start the beginning of the year with great energy and vibration with everyone. So I think that's what will become possible if I'm able to take these few steps or at least start it somewhere.
Mm. And as we continue the exploration and you share your insights, what will tell you that we are progressing during the conversation?
So maybe I'll be able to call out what's behind this nervousness and also identify that small step, whatever comes up for me. I'm very open. Again, just kind of call out, okay, this is something I'd like to try or experiment with after we close the session.
You will be able to call out what's behind this nervousness, and that would tell you that this is how you're progressing in the conversation. Where would you like to begin this exploration?
I'm going to start with probably addressing this nervous energy that I'm feeling. And maybe it's a reflection of a couple of conversations I've had in the recent past. They've actually not gone well. So they've not really landed well for me, for the other person. And it has not left us with any clear path or resolution of the issue we were facing. And somewhere I think I've lost a little bit of confidence in myself to have this conversation. You know, while I'm a very structured person, actually create a structure. Okay, this is what I'm going to address. This is what I'm going to hear the person out. Like, even while I go in with a framework, somehow I don't exit with anything shifting for the two of us. So that's, and I'm glad we are speaking because it's giving me a place to just express the fact that our last few conversations haven't gone well, which has got me to this place of just sitting and not having these conversations with people, because now I wonder, I don't know how, if I have again, how it will go. And there's also this thought, what if it makes it worse? So, so just helping me understand why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling about having these conversations.
You just shared that even though you have recently had some conversations, there is, you haven't noticed a shift happening. You feel that you don't, you said, I've lost confidence. What would it take for you to shift the nervous energy to create a shift?
I think my memory is having a lot of recency effect, which means it's focusing a lot on the conversations in the recent past that have not gone well. And it's very nicely forgetting some of the conversations I was able to hold with people where things actually got resolved and we were able to clear the air. So in order for me to regain that faith, that confidence in myself, Saravjot, I think I need to start creating new memories because I'm clinging too much to some of the conversations which didn't go well and feeling that nervousness. So I think for me, what may create that shift is just taking that leap of faith and maybe picking up not the very heavy lifting, difficult conversations, but maybe to start with, again, I would say, because it's something I've done before. So maybe I need to just start with easier, softer issue clearances or clearing the air, and then slowly and steadily progressing to the more difficult ones, which I'm really fearing, and taking this confidence from these easy conversations to aid me or support me with the more difficult ones.
And I notice your smile is returning. And I sense that it kind of gives you an assurance the moment you sense that confidence happening within you. So, Neha, I heard you say that, you would be able to create the shift by taking the leap of faith. So, when this leap of faith happens, you get your confidence. What within you is enabling the sleep of faith.
Um, Two things are coming up for me. So one is Saravjot, remaining with the stiffness is anyways not helping the relationship. So that is very, very clear. And now I'm observing this of me not addressing things is becoming a pattern for me. So I'm just holding myself back, withholding. So so I feel things may just go further downhill if if I continue like this, because I've lost that faith or confidence. I've started avoiding having direct or clear or difficult conversations. So it's not doing me and that person and overall health of the relationship. It's not making it better. So that's very clear as I'm seeing this pattern and the consequences if I continue. And the other aspect of this leap of faith is also I'm an authentic and expressive person. So I know if I'm able to create that safety for that person and me, I can fully express myself without holding back if I felt hurt or annoyed or disappointed. I can really go deep down and share. Uh, and also maybe allow that other person also to fully share or at least give that opportunity to that person. So for me, it's it's just trust, trusting, trusting maybe the process that if I start small and it and having that faith that it will get better or it'll be in a better place than where I am today.
Your authenticity as a person will be an enabler, and you being able to trust the process, trust the person. Wow. How are you feeling now, Neha?
I'm feeling a lot more hopeful and positive. And what's really helping me with that faith and confidence is that small step that I don't need to have the most difficult conversation to start with. I can just start with very basic clearing the air with maybe one or two people where I feel there's a need to, bring me back on where I was with ease doing these conversations. So I'm liking that step of just starting small and just having that conversation of clearing air with one or two people who I feel it will be a little easy for me to segue into the difficult ones.
Feeling hopeful and positive. How is your throat feeling now?
the dryness is gone. Yeah, yeah.
We've been talking for about 25 minutes now, Neha. What's shifting for you in this conversation?
So one is a very powerful reminder that I'm actually good at this. It's it's just some recent experiences uh, which have not gone well, but I'm actually good at this. Uh, so that's a great, powerful reminder that I'm able to give myself today. And also just just again regaining that faith, hope, trust of just starting back again and not being in this inertia of not talking or holding back. It's just like breaking that inertia for myself now and starting again.
And look at that sparkle back in your eyes. Really nice to see you feeling, shifting and smiling. So, when we started the conversation, Neha, you wanted to understand this nervousness and you also wanted to maybe just have one small step that could make you ready for these conversations. How are you doing on these takeaways?
So Saravjot, I entered this conversation with a very open mind, uh, and I think I'm walking away with a lot of clarity on what was holding me back, creating this nervous energy, and also identifying that really small step uh, that I wanted to start with. So it's been quite magical for me. Uh, this openness, the space that you created, and help me explore and get my answers.
As you experience this magical shift, what would you like to commit to?
So this week, I want to clear air with one person. And as you asked me this, I could actually bring in mind that one person. I want to just start with her this clearing of air. Um, you know, so that will be my small step. So I want to commit to this one conversation for this week.
What strengths would you be using?
I'd love to bring in my authenticity with my full expression and also empathy. So I also want to allow when I kind of share or call out that issue that we need to clear, also be gentle and empathetic and give that person space to fully allow her to also express.
You would be authentic, you would be expressive, and also empathetic as you move into this conversation. What could come in the way of feeling hope and positivity?
So I think I've set my intention quite clear. The only thing could be in case this conversation also doesn't go well. Um, So one thing I want to be gentle with myself, even if this conversation doesn't exactly land up great. I want to allow myself a couple of conversations, and again, soft pedal conversations before I get into difficult ones. So I don't want to be too harsh on myself, just in case this conversation lands up like not being great.
What beliefs about yourself are you changing when you are having these conversations?
So somewhere I think I lost that self belief or confidence. I think once I start doing it, I'll regain that sense of confidence and belief that, yeah, I'm good at this. I can have this conversation.
I am good at this, I can have. That's just speaking of that resolve within you. What will keep you accountable?
So I want to start with one this week. We are in December. I want to pick up one conversation a week to start with.
Your calendar is going to keep you accountable.
Yes, very
Because you
much.
said that I'm a very structured person sometime back in the conversation.
Absolutely.
So, as we near the end of our agreed time, Neha, what has been most valuable for you in this session?
So for me, recognizing my own strengths as I set myself for these conversations, it's like a power reminder. And also going slow. So I don't need to rush into the most difficult and toughest, because I think I was just circling around very difficult ones and, feeling nervous and low on energy. But it's also like, just go easy, start small, just take the first step. So I think that's really been valuable for me.
So, I would like to acknowledge you, Neha, for your vulnerability, for trusting the space and sharing insights as they came up for you. So, as we move towards the last 1 or 2 minutes of the session, what feelings would you want to share and wrap up the session?
I'm feeling a lot calmer, having shared, discussed, having brought this up. So I'm feeling a lot calmer. And just want to thank you for always giving me this, or creating this safe space, which allows for my full expression. Thank you.
Thank you, Neha, and I wish you the best of the festive season and see you soon.
Thank you. Same to you, Saravjot.